Alright guys, so we're here with a bit of a late upload, but I did want to put something out today. We're here, of course, with the update to the launch of the game. It's Friday, Square Enix put out their statement. But of course, before we hop into it, a couple of smaller bits. There's a guy over on Reddit giving away the Butterfinger DLC items, all 5 of them, including the Tifa PS4 theme. All you have to do is simply comment on this Reddit post, which will be linked in the description below. Of course, he's giving this stuff away at noon Central Time tomorrow. So if you happen to have never participated in this event, or you never got your codes, or whatever the case, here's your chance. We also have yet another Final Fantasy VII Remake PS4 theme available, and it's a crossover with Final Fantasy XIV. Now, in order to get this theme, you have to pre-order a digital copy of Final Fantasy VII Remake, but you also need to own a digital copy of Final Fantasy XIV. What's awesome about this is it actually includes the free trial version of Final Fantasy XIV, so if you already digitally pre-ordered the remake, just go download the free trial of Final Fantasy XIV and you get this theme. And lastly, before we get into the main part of the video, though it sort of pertains to it, somebody posted on Reddit today an email from Amazon UK saying they don't know the delivery date of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now, why this is worth talking about is I'm not sure if this pertains to, obviously, the coronavirus stuff, or if this is because April 10th is a bank holiday in UK. Which is something that people have been worried about for a while now, because it just so happens to be falling on a holiday in the UK where I think mail isn't delivered usually, or something like that. I don't know, I'm not from there. That's why the whole situation is confusing, because we have Amazon on Twitter saying, hey, the game's still coming out on the same day. You have Square Enix saying the same thing, but then people are getting emails telling something different. So it's just like, what are we supposed to believe? Anyways, on to the main part of the video. Square Enix put out their update today, a couple days later, regarding the launch of Final Fantasy VII Remake, and they said, as you may have seen, earlier this week we shared the news that the COVID-19 pandemic is increasingly likely to affect the distribution and retail landscape in Europe, Australia, and the Americas at launch on April 10th. Thanks for all your comments in response to the message we posted about this. We're sharing all your questions and comments with the relevant teams in these regions so that we can update you further next week. Again, the release of Final Fantasy VII Remake will still go ahead on April 10th. Thanks for your patience, and most importantly, please everyone stay safe. So it seems like the game is still launching as they planned on April 10th, like I said a couple days ago. They're saying it again today. What I find a bit weird is why they plan on updating us again next week if nothing's going to change. Like, if they're still planning on the game coming out on April 10th, what are they updating us with next week? Are they just going to say the same thing again? Hey guys, the pandemic's spreading. Hey guys, you may not be able to get it on the 10th, but the game is still coming out on the 10th. So it does seem like the game is absolutely going to come out on April 10th, regardless of how the world is at that point, whether we're in ruins, it's the apocalypse. The game is absolutely still coming out on April 10th. They're not going to push it back or delay it at all. But the important thing to take note of, we said in the last video, we're going to say it in this one, that does not guarantee your physical copy on April 10th, regardless of whether you're getting it through the mail or there's a particular retailer that you're picking up your copy from. You may not have access to that on April 10th, depending on your area and how the virus is affecting your area. But that also doesn't mean you won't have access to your physical copy. Your area might be safe, might be fine, you might have all your stores open, the mail might be running perfectly fine for you on April 10th, and you get your copy in the mail, or whatever. But the guaranteed best option here is a digital copy. You can get your physical version at a later point. Somebody commented on the last video said, you know what, not everybody has the funds or the money to buy 2 copies of the game. Nobody's telling you to do that. Cancel your current physical pre-order if you're worried, and just use that money to buy your digital version. That is your guaranteed best bet to be playing this game on April 10th. You can buy you a physical copy later on down the road when you do have the money for it. That's pretty much the video, my dudes. It's a bit shorter, but I did want to put something out today. But it appears that they want to update us again next week. I'm not really sure what day that's going to be and what it is they plan on updating us with, but they want to tell us something or give us an update next week. By the way, as of right now, and it seems like going forward, the game is absolutely still launching on April 10th, regardless of what it is in your area. So, I mean, it's up to you whether or not you want to hopefully get your physical copy or guarantee you playing the game digitally. Either way, that is the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and want to stay updated with more Final Fantasy VII Remake content. Turn on my notifications. Follow me on Twitter at @dashingdavid. I'm on Discord. Links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, guys. Give me a smile, give me forever for a while, give me forever for a while, quit acting like